Okay, hi again everybody, hello again, it's only me, Wushu Richard, okay? I've got the phone hung up there on there's a pole there, okay? I've got it on my bag, and it's outside in nature, and I want to talk to you about another topic, just talking to you about the bottom line really, the absolute final thing, the bottom line when it comes to fighting and combat, okay? So however you fight, you know, martial arts, whatever, the bottom line when it comes to combat. I'm not the biggest, baddest fighter. You may or may have not noticed over the years, or if you're just seeing me for the first time. I'm not the biggest built person, you know, if that's what counts in some people's mind. Experience is the most important thing, but you know, I'm just saying, ability-wise, in all aspects, I'm not the best fighter. I'm not the greatest. But what I will say is this: when it comes to real fighting, self-defense, combat, you know, defending yourself and all that. To be honest, right, when it comes to fighting, I mean, really, you know what I'm saying, fighting, I hope nobody ever hits you hard in the face, you know, because, my goodness, you might have lights out, you know. Whether you're giving someone a knockout or you're getting a knockout, it's a dangerous thing, right, and shouldn't be celebrated, right. What I'm going to say is, effectively in combat, okay, in fighting, I think there's only one way to be effective in terms of actually, terms of a fight, as in fight, not like as in avoiding it. I mean, so if you want to avoid the fight, that's the best way to win, first and foremost. Regardless of if you are engaging in combat or if you are avoiding the fight. Or I should say avoiding the fight, or actually in the fight. It's the same thing, because when you're in a fight, you don't want to get hit, do you? You might have ego, you might want to prove to them, come on man, give me, but I'm just saying, you don't want to get hit, right? So, you'll be trying to do all kinds of tricks. You'll be trying to catch the guy off guard. You know, you might take a blow, but then you want to give that harder blow. You don't want to be the one that gets the most punished, right? Obviously. So you want to avoid getting hit, strike. When he comes, you miss. However you dodge the attack or block, you want the attack to miss, and you want to strike him in. In fact, that's the best thing. You want him to be off. You want to be out of the line of fire, off the line of his fire, and you want him to be in the line of your fire, regardless of if you want to attack him or not. He can't hurt you, but you can always hurt him, right? Please excuse my mannerisms here. Okay, doing boxing moves one moment and then Wing Chun the next, because Wing Chun is my main style, as I say. But I'm just saying, whatever you do, okay, when they're coming at you there, you want to sometimes set them up. Boxers do it all the time. Wing Chun people do it all the time. Whoever, you setting the person up so that they're not going to hurt you with this fist or knife or whatever the hell it is, okay? Making sure that the thing is out of the way and you can strike them back however you're going to do it. So what I'm saying is you might call people pussies and fools and cowards for backing down out of fights. But they're the wisest, most smart people you can be. Okay? You can't be full of ego. You must be humble and understand you can't win every fight, or you don't know what someone could do. It depends on reaction. You might come unlucky, you know, come out unlucky. So the thing is, if you're in a fight, you're smart if you don't want to get hit, right? You're smart if you're trying to win anyway. You're not saying, okay, kill me then, I'm just going to die, fine, I don't give a fuck. You're not doing that, are you? Even if you did that, it would still be like a kind of attack. You might say how, but it is, in my mind, still like, you know what I mean? If you're not giving in, you're trying to win. So you're trying to avoid getting hit, you're trying to hit the guy. So what I'm trying to say is, as I've said before, it's always like the ninja way, the stealth way, or the Tai Chi way, or the ninja way. It's like, you're always trying to be deceptive and trick them and don't let them see what you're going to do. You know, you are planning ahead, you're doing strategies, you're trying to work it out, how you're going to trick him, set him up so that he's open up top or open below or left, right, centre, whatever angle, behind, whatever. You're trying to work out the angles, how you're taking your opponent out. So what I'm trying to say is, the only way to effectively fight is cheating. You can't talk about, well, there's different levels, you know, you can, no, fair enough, whatever, you can go into all the nitty gritty, but it's foolishness. Fighting's wrong anyway in the first place. But in self-defense, so if someone's going to try and hurt you badly or kill you, my goodness, you know, you just want to go home, you just want to go back to your family, some dickhead, some idiots are going to try and rob you and mug you. Let's face it, man, you just want to protect yourself, right? So, you know, you might say like there's different levels, but I'm saying, being honest though, it's all cheating. When someone comes up to you, there's no honour in like hurting someone anyway. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're saying that you can't do cheap shots, like, you know, when the guy's looking the other way, you hit him, or do a sneaky shot that, you know, there's no rules on the street anyway. That's bullshit anyway, so I'm saying no. So like, whatever you do, you're setting the guy up. Whatever you do, he's going to get hurt anyway. And whatever you're doing, you're tricking the guy. He comes to hit you, you're doing a strategy, you fake a left and go to the right. Well, it's always a trick. There's no honesty in it. You know, man. You know what I mean? So basically, the only way to fight effectively, actually win, is to be as sneaky as possible. That's how I see it. You might say, well, no, you can be confident. Just stand up there, tell him what you're going to do. Okay, see, you can take the blow. That's foolish. It's ridiculous. You might say, well, you just test. You know, let's just test our martial arts skills together honestly, and you know, and have a fight like that. No, that's what you're doing anyway. Otherwise, you're just playing. Even when you test your martial arts, whatever you do it, every single attack of a traditionally or street fight, whatever you're doing, it's always a setup, setting up the opponent so that he can't hurt you and he's always open to attack. And if you're going in fighting the guy and trying to win, well, yeah. It's always, in every fighting situation, every combat sport or street fight, whatever, it's always a case of that. Not letting the guy know what you're going to do, not letting him be able to guard against it easily, right? And not being in the line of his fire and trying to make everything. You're trying to get the job done, trying to do better, right, than the opponent. So how the fuck can people go on about, you know, oh, that's a cheap shot, you know, you're a pussy, you fight one way or another, or you do this and that. No, ridiculous, isn't it? Every boxer, Manny Pacquiao, or whoever, Mike Tyson, is setting the guy up there and then taking him out. If you study that carefully, you will see anyone who's fought an opponent, or anyone who's been in a fight with worthy opponents, the great Musashi Samurai, you know, or, you know, Bruce Lee, whoever, you know, it's always that. They're setting the opponent up, or they're trying to not let the opponent get them, right? Obviously, you've got to have a strategy. You just can't go in because you might end up getting knocked out yourself or hurt. So the strategy itself, the strategy of how to win, the plan, the strategy, and working with what's coming. The guard itself, everything, all of that is a strategy of how to win and how to not lose. So you can call it all a cheap shot. You might disagree with me, I don't know, you've got your own opinions, but I'm just saying, really, from my experience in training, and then from what, you know, my opinions are on the subject, I'll see, you know. So I'm just saying, right, sorry about the wind's blowing this here, I hope you can hear me, and I'm sorry if the camera's rocking. But that's what is the bottom line is, there's two things when it comes to fighting, two aspects. One is, the first and foremost thing you should do is try and avoid all confrontations. Regardless of what, you know, peace in your heart, try and avoid it. And don't worry about ego, like you have to get your pride or have to fight the guy if you don't need to. Really, forget what everybody else thinks. You know, you've got to honour in yourself and respect all life, as well, you know, your life and others. So what I'm trying to say is, but if you are literally, you know, you can't help it and you have to fight, then obviously the only way is to beat the person who's intent on hurting you, and he's smart, he's watching you as well. He don't want to get hit by you, does he? He's going to attack you. So you're going to have half of that, you're going to be a fool to yourself? No. You've got to do setups and things. You've got to make sure, you know, you're not going to stand there and say, okay, stab that knife in my stomach and then I'll continue fighting. No, you're not going to do that. You're going to say, you're going to not let him know what you're doing. Move your footwork, your hands, whatever it is, to trick him one or another to go in. So every attack, and then you're winning, you know. Because if you weren't doing that, you're just pitter-pattering, or from a mile away, just walking around in circles all day. I'm going to say, if you're doing that, don't fight. If you ain't going to fight to win, and if you're just going to let the opponent know what you're going to do, what you're doing all the time, and be so honest, then there's no reason to fight. I'm being honest with you. It's not like a martial arts competition or some kind of test between two people, honourably, I'm saying. Because when they do that, guess what? It's the same thing as well. Because you're trying to test the skill, otherwise you can never know the ability. You can never know, not as in the ability that, oh, I'm so good or you're so bad. No, I mean, you would never know and feel what actually really works, or you're actually doing in that moment. Or let's say another way, you might lose an eye if someone punches you in the fucking eye. Or you might have a broken rib. So this is no joke. Fighting's no joke either. People treat it like it's playtime. I'm not doing kung fu, silly ass playing around. It's real life. Fighting is no joke. You got to avoid it. You might watch action movies. You might spar. You might do good training and enjoy it and do drills. But in real life, someone's going to get hurt or worse, and it's no fun at all. So you've got to be really wise. Not me speaking bullshit again, am I? Or trying to put out some kind of a positive sounding speech. This is reality. It's reality. If you've ever been hurt in any way, you'll know what I mean. Emotional, and then physical. And you've got to say to yourself, you're lucky it wasn't worse than that. And if you're in any form of health or structure in your body, you should say, you know, you're lucky it's not worse than this, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm being real. You know, we've got to try and take care of ourselves and the ones we love. Only fight if necessary, but definitely fight to win. It doesn't mean that you be sneaky and then you absolutely devour the person, you literally obliterate them. No. You might have some honour, you might not want to hurt them so bad if you can control it, you know. I understand the law as well, you know, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying literally though, you know, you are in control, you can't let the opponent know what you're going to do. Can you imagine one football game or one basketball game where nobody's cheating? You might say they're not cheating within the rules that people have set again, with the red card, yellow card, or foul play, and this or that, but or fucking steroids and drugs. People say, I'm saying in the games, right? You know, football, basketball, whatever. They're going in, and every time they tackle, the guy's got the ball and he goes this way and he goes that way. That already is a cheat. That's a trick. You might start speaking bullshit, but already it is. And if he didn't do that, he wouldn't have got past that opponent, right? The same as if you're two sword-wielding maniacs, you know, fighters, whatever. Same thing. You're either an idiot, a maniac, or a peaceful person who's in control and wise. And that's what martial artists should be training to be. Young people don't understand. A lot of young people today, a lot of them understand, not everyone, but they think martial arts is just a fight thing. They think it's sports and that's all they know. And they don't even understand the true old ways. And they only know it's like with even the young people of today, most of them, who look at the old martial arts and they say like the old traditional ways are ridiculous and stuff. Yeah, no, it's all UFC these days. Yeah, great. But they don't even know that what they're saying. They're just following the older people, the older generation, who were ignorant towards traditional martial arts. And say, oh yeah, man, kung fu, karate, you want to do that? And then their kids start getting that same attitude. Yeah, that's ridiculous, you know. They learn. But the true people that really walked the path before of the old ways of the martial arts will know the actual honour in it, the actual, you know, and the actual truth in the fighting abilities, how good they were. So it does take a lot of responsibility. Why? Because it's not messing around, and all fighting arts are dangerous at the end of the day. If you're a fighting type person who likes to hurt people, you've got something wrong with you again at the end of the day. You might like to deliver power, you might like striking things and training and working for self-defense, and you might like the feel of the energy. I love it myself. In the exercise, I love it, it's great. But you don't really want to hurt anyone, and we all get pissed off, we all get angry sometimes, like we want to, you know, you might get angry with someone, you feel like you want to punch them, you know, you this or that, you know, or kick them or something, but it's like, at the end of the day, violence is always wrong. It doesn't solve anything as much as the heart would, or avoiding negativity in the first place. Thank you so much for watching me doing my dancing moves and my kung fu around here and hearing my words again. Thank you so much. Peace to you all. Thank you so much for watching. Also, by the way, before I go, I'll just say hello to Bill and Jason, right? Hi Bill, okay my bro, thank you so much for the support always, and also Jason also too for the music you share, and I will be doing more music as I say soon. Thank you everybody who watches my videos. Peace, thanks for watching, train hard and stay safe.